What do you got?
Named Ann Bennett, teacher, St. Andrews Academy. She vomited and passed out on the floor of a 5th grade classroom.
She OD?
Something. Hazmat evacuated ER. Health sealed her up. Quarantine. No one goes near her.
Investigate a suspicious death and don't touch the body?
That's why you guys get the glory.
The nurse said it was like dirty sweat socks.
That's what cyanide smells like.
I thought that was bitter almonds.
Either one. Victim's clothing?
Get it down to forensics. Full tox screen for poisons. Did you get a chance to take blood? And blood, too. ASAP, huh?
It appears the chest compressions forced the noxious fumes out. That's what knocked Stevens cold.
Hey, didn't this happen in California?
Yeah. They said it was the smell of death.
I don't understand. Why can't I see her? Why are the police involved?
There's a chance. It did look suspicious, Mr. Bennett. Maybe poison.
We're gonna need an autopsy.
I don't believe this. Poison. Anne died of breast cancer. That's what killed her.
Well, in that case, you don't mind if we see her doctor, do you?
Her name's Nancy Haas, over on the east side.
About Ann Bennett, Dr. Haas?
Anne knew she was dying. The surprise is how long she lived. When I first saw her, I told her it was only a matter of time.
Shouldn't she have been in the hospital?
Anne wanted to die with dignity, not with tubes up her nose.
So she'd already given up, huh?
She did have cancer, Detective. At a hospital, it's slash, poison, and burn. Surgery, chemo, and radiation. Unfortunately for women, the medical establishment isn't interested in alternatives.
Dr. Haas, the way I understand it, you either have the operation or you die.
Everybody dies. I'm more concerned with the quality of my patients' lives while they're still with us.
Well, just exactly how do you improve the quality of their lives?
I've developed an all-natural metabolic therapy. It eases the pain. Sometimes actually decelerates the spread of the cancer cells.
That sounds a little bit like Laetrile.
Please. I'm a scientist, not a witch doctor.
Hepatic failure. Cancer metastasized. Ann Bennett died of liver cancer.
What about the cyanide?
Well, not enough to be fatal. If it was, her tissues would have been cherry red. They were clear. The fumes in the ER? Well, the nurse may have smelled something, but the fainting and spasms were caused by panic, hysteria. After that woman in California, I'm not surprised. Sorry, folks. This ain't a homicide.
It's a warrant to search Dr. Haas's office.
For what? She didn't kill Ann Bennett.
The autopsy found cyanide. If she's treating her patients with
The ME's report's clear. Ann Bennett died of cancer.
I'm really not interested, Claire. If she's selling a form of Laetrile, it's a felony. We're supposed to put felons in prison.
Seems a little harsh.
It's against the law for a reason, don't you think?
I just saw her this morning. And you're on her metabolic diet. Never felt better. Are you aware that it's not approved by the FDA?
Look, I'm supposed to hold my breath, waiting for a bunch of men in Washington to get off their butts? It's my life, you know.
Did Dr. Haas say she could cure you?
If I say yes, you'll close her down, right?
No, that's the law.
You see this? I am wearing this to my high school reunion next Saturday. If I hadn't met Dr. Haas, I couldn't wear it. Who am I kidding? I wouldn't be going to the reunion at all.
My friend Evelyn told me about her a year ago. Right after my other doctor told me I had to have a mastectomy. Dr. Haas said that I could live a normal life without getting mutilated.
But did she ever say she could cure you?
Twice a week for almost 6 months. She showed me medical journals from Europe. She said the American bureaucracy moves a lot slower than cancer cells.
And you're still taking her treatment?
My husband got nervous. Dragged me to a Park Avenue oncologist.
So you had the operation?
Oh. And what fun it was. First they put you on a slab, naked, totally exposed. And then they start taking pictures. There's a TV camera with a monitor outside the room for all to see. And then, when you're just about ready to say the hell with it and run for your life, some man says, "Don't worry, dear. Everything will be okay." It is not okay.
You're alive, Mrs. Hurst.
And with the reconstructive surgery, I'm as good as new. Only my husband hasn't touched me since.
There's a check mark beside the names of the patients I talked to. Most of them say Haas just offers an alternative.
And you believe them?
Well, could be that's the answer they were told to give if anyone asked. The ones with 2 checks admitted Haas said she could cure them.
Looks like about a dozen names. Good enough to make our case for fraud.
I'm sorry, I still don't feel good about this.
You got something against putting the bad guys in jail?
The ones who'd serve the public better in a laboratory. Haas has a wall full of credentials. She's a legitimate scientist.
Who's fleecing her patients?
Maybe her patients want to get fleeced. There happens to be a lot of gray between the black and white lines of your precious penal code.
And where on this rainbow do you suggest that we place Dr. Haas?
There's a chance the women she treats live better lives than the ones who were mutilated by conventional members of the AMA.
By swallowing snake oil.
You so sure that's what it is?
The FDA.
Oh, sure. Why not make a woman wait 10 years for government approval when she might only have 3 years left to live?
Who are you defending here? This woman isn't even a real doctor.
Neither was Louis Pasteur.
Let me ask you something clear. The names on this list without any check marks. How come you didn't talk to them? A lot of them are dead, right? They're all dead?
Haas charges $75,000 for a series of treatments you could cook up in your kitchen.
Our experts said it was harmless.
Maybe, but Haas isn't. There's nothing more destructive in medicine than an overgrown ego, and Haas is one that could fill Shea Stadium. Her patients are very sick, very desperate women who are willing to pay anything to avoid surgery.
Even at the risk of dying?
Some women can't see much sense in living after breast surgery. That's what makes Haas so detestable.
How sick was Ann Bennett?
Once the cancer metastasized to the liver, there's nothing anyone could have done.
So her death couldn't have been prevented?
If I had to guess, by talking her out of surgery and chemo, Haas accelerated her death by at least 5 years. I guarantee you this, if she were my patient, she'd still be alive.
Haas?
I'm with a patient.
She'll have to find another doctor. Nancy Haas, you're under arrest for the murder of Ann Bennett. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Call my lawyer.
In your opinion, doctor, would Ann Bennett still be alive if she had undergone surgery rather than this metabolic therapy?
The statistics show that a patient like Ann Bennett, with surgery and an aggressive course of chemotherapy, has approximately 70% chance of surviving 5 years. So I'd have to say yes, she'd still be alive.
Your witness.
So, doctor, would Mrs. Bennett have suffered great pain had she undergone traditional course of therapy?
It is major surgery.
And is followed by chemotherapy, which causes hair loss and weight gain and excessive vomiting, isn't that right?
For many, yes, but it's manageable and certainly not lethal.
Oh, it is to the dignity. Thank you.
Dr. Haas lied to your wife. She lied to you. She's relying on your guilt not to expose her. She knows all about human weakness and she exploits it.
We trusted her. I loved my wife.
Mr. Bennett here has more than enough proof to put your client away from murder, too.
He's going to take the stand again and change his story? That makes him next in line for the credibility trophy.
He doesn't have to change his story, Counselor. If you recall, neither of us asked him if he was personally bamboozled by Dr. Haas.
You make it sound like I'm some sort of confidence man selling swampland in Florida.
Don't flatter yourself.
1 in 9 women. And we still have to beg for money. We notice cancer clusters here on Long Island. You know what the great state of New York does? It concludes there's a relationship between breast cancer and high levels of income. Case closed, no further studies warranted.
Looking at your patient list, it seems you came to the same conclusion.
You wait till it happens to you. Women have had it with politicians and physicians who they're them, suggesting this disease is under control. It's murder by condescension.
Their condescension doesn't come at $75,000 a pop.
Think what you want. At least I'm still looking for some kind of cure.
Well, doctor, you should have told your patients that instead of claiming that you had one.
Now, we heard that your wife said you killed her baby. The ME found bruises on your wife's body. So, tell us what it's about, Mr. Parker.
Let me tell you about my wife. She was crazy ever since she got on the baby kick. And then the great Dr. Jordan Delbert starts pumping her full of hormones every week. Didn't exactly help her mental health.
She getting patient with her? Maybe give her a little incentive?
After the miscarriage, Susan was totally out of control. I tried to comfort her, be with her. I mean, it was my baby, you know. But all she wanted to do was start again with Delbert and the hormone shots. I couldn't live like that anymore. Nobody could.
When you moved out?
Yeah, I started packing, and she attacked me. I lost my temper, but I swear, all I did was push her away.
Well, you were right. She was in some kind of fight.
Well, bottom line it for us, Coyle. Was Susan Parker the attacker or the attackee?
Let me show you. I'm Mrs. Parker. I go at you.
So, you grasp my wrist tight and hold him away from you. Now, I'm struggling. I want to scratch your eyes out. But you push me away, and I land on my butt, banging my elbows on the floor.
The deceased had hematomas on her wrist, right where you grabbed me. Her left elbow and buttock revealed contusions, probably from falling on the floor.
And you have no old bruises or broken ribs?
Sorry.
So Parker's telling the truth.
Are you sure there was nothing on her chest or her stomach? Something that would cause her to lose her baby?
Baby? What baby? This lady was never pregnant.
You know, this doctor could have one hell of a scam going. Think about it. He takes the big fees, and he pumps his patients full of this HCG stuff. It doesn't work. They start to get antsy, so he tells them what they want to hear. They're pregnant. A couple of weeks later, sorry, you lost the baby. Too bad, these things happen. Then he starts all over again, and so do the big fees.
The problem is Mrs. Parker isn't available to testify.
This doctor has other patients, right?
Oh, I'm sure he'll be happy to send us his list.
He will if the judge tells him to.
It blew us away. We are so excited, we can't stand it.
Thank you.
Said, we're in our 8th month. It's like a miracle. We owe it all to Dr. Delbert.
According to the records, you had a miscarriage?
He once on the Nautilus. Dr. Delbert insisted I stop working out.
Were you on the hormone treatments at the time?
Infertility wasn't my problem.
We had to find someone to fertilize Beth's eggs. And Delbert had the answer. Donor number 2133X.
Artificial insemination. It's the best relationship I ever had with a man.
Well, I thought it was supposed to be anonymous.
That's exactly my point.
I gotta ask you, don't you ever wonder?
Why would I? Dr. Delbert assured us the donor's healthy.
Well, I just hope he didn't get around too much.
Dr. Delbert told us a donor's sperm is used 4 times tops. In a city of 8 million, what are the odds our son will ever meet one of his sisters, let alone have a baby with her?
Look, we couldn't find out who the father was even if we wanted to. It's strictly confidential. All we know is he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, no criminal record, and he's a Roman Catholic.
Don't forget, he's got Betty Davis eyes.
3 years of hormone treatments. Nothing. You'd think she'd catch on.
Hey, I'm still waiting for Ed McMahon to show up at my door.
Well, the louder the biological clock ticks, the richer Dr. Delbert gets.
Here's one. 6 months on the juice. Twins.
Could be Delbert just got lucky. The 2 girlfriends, who'd they say the donor was?
Donor number 2133X.
I just found the baby's half-brother, John Joseph D'Souza. He lives down the block from them. You think we should tell him?
What's the point? He might not have Betty Davis eyes. Wait a minute. Here's another one. Donor number 2133X.
This guy gets around.
A little more than he should. I got 3 more.
You're kidding. I got 1. I got 2. Didn't Didn't Dr. Delbert tell his patients he only used each donor 4 times?
There are perhaps 7 reputable infertility clinics in the 5 boroughs. As far as I know, we do the testing for all of them.
You did the work for Dr. Delbert too, didn't you?
He was high volume. When he dropped maybe 75% 3 years ago, I figured his business was off. And then 2 years ago, he went down to 0. I assumed he found some out-of-town lab to do the work.
Or he decided it wasn't necessary to keep testing.
Well, then I hope he has a good lawyer. Do you know what the odds of having an infected baby are if an egg is fertilized by an HIV-positive sperm? You don't want to know. People are paranoid, and for good reason.
Why is the testing so expensive?
Well, the way it works is we receive the donor sperm, we freeze it for 60 days, then we test it. It is expensive and time-consuming, but it's also the safest way known to medical science.
Open up medical records. I'm sure you've heard of doctor-patient privilege.
Which is supposed to protect the patient. There's a possibility that Dr. Delbert was using infected sperm.
Infected, as in?
Dr. Delbert stopped running HIV tests on donor sperm 2 years ago.
God. This is a licensed physician?
If any of the babies are infected, Delbert's acting with reckless disregard.
It's a crime. It can't be privileged.
And if none of them are infected, we have disregarded one of the tenets of personal freedom.
Somehow, I think the parents will thank us for it.
I don't give a damn what it says. I'm not giving you anything until my attorney gets here.
You can be held in contempt, sir.
I understand everyone being upset over what happened to Susan Parker. Believe me, I feel for her more than you can imagine. But disrupting my practice...
Well, if you have nothing to hide...
My patients expect some sort of privacy. They rely on it, for God's sake.
It can't be. You're wrong.
I hope I am too, Mrs. Cooper, but I think we should be safe. Blood tests.
Dr. Delbert told us that the donor was healthy. We didn't have to worry.
We have reason to believe that Dr. Delbert has been less than honest.
No. He gave us Dennis. He wouldn't lie. He couldn't. I don't have to listen to you.
No, you don't. But if it were my son...
There are times when I love this job. 31 blood samples, all HIV negative.
Thank you for small favors. I should tell the parents.
No need. I already received 17 bottles of champagne and 8 bottles of scotch.
The bearer of good news.
Well, wasn't all good. It's the strangest thing. 25 of these babies are CF carriers.
What's CF?
Cystic fibrosis. It's a recessive trait like blue eyes. They'll never show any symptoms, but if they happen to make babies with another carrier...
The disease will show up.
2 carriers connect. It's 1 in 4 chance the kid will be affected. CF carriers are a very small part of the population, but still, it's a risk.
If they're a small part of the population, isn't it odd that so many of these babies are carriers?
Well, it's either a cause for an article in the New England Journal of Medicine, or...
They're all related.
At least 25 of Dr. Delbert's
Patients were inseminated with the same sperm.
Thank God. I'll buy the champagne.
You'll buy the whole dinner.
There's no way these women would have agreed to this. I'm sure we can make a case for fraud.
Is that all you found?
And there's more?
A lot. Dr. Delbert stopped testing the sperm for the HIV virus.
Oh, my God.
Fortunately, not one of the babies is infected, but I was thinking, why would someone as smart as Dr. Delbert take such an enormous risk? One infected baby, his entire practice heads south.
Well, he was lucky the donor was healthy.
Or he was sure.
Come on, Jack. I've seen at least 12 public service announcements a day telling me that's impossible.
Think about it. In this day and age, how could you be sure of anyone?
This son of a bitch is using his own sperm.
Jess? Looks like somebody's ready for a nap.
Yeah, if I'm lucky. The more tired she is, the more she fights it.
Excuse me.
Peace be with you. Let us pray. Dear Father, we gather together, one family, in the presence of your love. We ask you to open our hearts and our minds so that we may be at peace. We ask you to grant us courage so that we may stand up to adversity and seek out justice and truth. We ask you to delight in our laughter in time.
Dr. Walter Benning, shot once back of the head during opening prayers.
Anyone not have their head bound?
Parishioner on a cigarette break saw a white male run out of the church, drive away in a dark blue sedan.
Oh, thank heaven for smokers.
1 9mm shell casing there, no sign of any weapon.
Except for the one that the doctor's packing. He's also wearing a bulletproof vest. A lot of precaution for Sunday service.
Doc has reason to be careful. He's taken a bullet before.
Has to be said. Can I get a witness?
One person was facing the congregation during prayers.
No, I'm sorry. My eyes were closed. And when I heard the shot, I hit the floor. I don't have Dr. Benning's courage.
What courage is that?
Dr. Benning was an abortion provider, specialized in the toughest cases, 3rd trimester. He's one of the few willing to risk his own safety.
A lot of Christians would consider what he did murder. Any of your members believe in an eye for an eye?
Our church advocates tolerance. Benning's been coming to services here without incident for the last 10 years.
A devout abortionist.
Walter Benning believed he was doing the Lord's work. Prayed to the same God as the rest of us.
I should have prayed a little louder.
It's gonna need round-the-clock medical care. And when I told Jonah, he freaked.
So you scheduled an appointment with Benny?
Dr. Benning said he'd help me. He said the baby wouldn't suffer.
And Jonah was okay with that decision?
Jonah's selfish. There's no way he could handle a sick baby.
Must have been a tough decision. You already bought baby stuff.
My father bought a crib because he really wanted a grandson.
How did he feel about the abortion?
A couple months ago, when I showed him the sonogram picture, he started crying. I can't have this baby. Who's gonna help me now?
Blair's baby was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. The skin is so delicate, the slightest touch causes tearing, and it can be fatal without constant medical care.
But you were willing to take on that responsibility. That's a big commitment.
Yeah. I told Blair I'd work 3 jobs if I had to. We'd find the money.
Your daughter told us she didn't want the baby.
Well, she should have made the decision earlier. She's 28 weeks. That's not a fetus, that's a child.
And did you try to talk to Dr. Benning? He got calls from someone claiming to be the baby's father.
Thought he'd be more likely to talk to me if I had parental rights.
And when he didn't take your calls, what'd you do? Mr. Morton, did you go to his clinic?
No.
Maybe you found out where he lived. Maybe you followed him to church.
Look, I went for a long walk. Things have been tense at home. Blair getting pregnant. It's my fault. Ever since her mother died, I've let her run wild. I wanted to take responsibility, but not with a gun.
Professor Martin?
Excuse me.
I wonder if his long walk included a drive into Manhattan.
Oh, well, let's check the faculty parking. If his car has an easy pass, we'll get a quick answer.
Wouldn't have said the shooter drove away in a blue sedan. This is close enough.
No easy pass.
Hey, check it out, blue chalk. His car got chalked at the clinic parking lot.
That's one security guard who just earned his minimum wage.
ridiculous. I'm not a killer. I'm a science teacher.
You know what? You're gonna have to do better than that, Kevin, because we already caught you in one lie.
Look, I wanted to talk to Benning, reason with him. I went to the clinic Saturday, but they wouldn't buzz me in, so I thought I'd wait for him, but I mean, there were all these crazies, so I just went home.
You were scared off by one of the crazies?
One of them followed me to my car. Thought I was an abortion doctor. I told him, no, I'm trying to prevent an abortion. Told him my daughter was scheduled for Monday, and then he told me that.
What is it? What did he tell you?
I'm done talking.
Hey, this guy, you think he's the one?
You probably think the guy that you talked to saved your grandson's life. Yeah, he may have, but he's also a killer, and there's no reason to think that he won't kill again. So what did he tell you?
He told me not to worry. That my grandson would be fine.
We'll need you to look at some videotape. The people inside the clinic say he's been outside every day with your group. Every day except the Monday after Benning was shot.
He's not affiliated with Mission for Life. We're against violence. We encourage Dr. Benning's patients to get sonograms so they can see their baby's face, their tiny fingernails. We change more minds with love than threats.
We want to catch this shooter as much as you do, detectives. I'm Roger Jenkins, executive legal advisor for my headquarters in Topeka.
You're here for damage control.
Murdered abortion doctors do not help our cause. I've been doing the talk show circuit, asking whoever it is to turn himself in.
You wouldn't have to work so hard if your people tell us who this is.
It's a public space. We can't dictate who comes and goes.
Disclaimer noted. Now?
Wayne. He bragged about getting arrested for breaking into a nuclear power plant in Buchanan.
Wayne always cared more about strangers than his own family.
Are you still in contact with him?
By email. Well? He took our son out for dinner and a movie Saturday night. Olive Garden, big splurge.
We need to talk to your dad, Will. Do you know how to get a hold of him?
He won't even tell me where he lives.
Saturday night. Was that a special occasion?
He said he wanted me to know that he loved me, no matter what happened.
What did he mean by that?
You're cops. Figure it out.
What's this about?
It would be a lot better for Wayne if we straighten these things out in person.
Will broke his leg a year ago. I emailed Wayne. He came to the hospital in less than an hour.
It's been over 2 hours. I guess Wayne Grogan's not up for Father of the Year.
He's off the grid. No phone, no credit card.
Detectives, I'm here on behalf of Wayne Grogan.
Where is he?
I'm not at liberty to say, not until I speak to the DA.
After we arrest you for harboring a fugitive?
I'm acting as his attorney. I'm here to negotiate terms for his surrender.
The DAs think that Jenkins is stalling for time until he can get to Grogan.
He's probably trying to turn him into a poster boy for the cause.
What I'd like to know is who tipped Jenkins about the trap at the hospital.
Not Grogan's ex-wife. No love lost there.
Yeah, there's still plenty of love between Grogan and his son.
You hacked into my account and found the email that I sent your dad?
Not like it's the first time.
You warned Roger Jenkins. How did you know to contact him?
Saw him on TV.
I see you care about the environment. You get that from your dad. Miss you and him on vacation.
Will lived with Wayne last summer.
Who's the pretty lady? And his girlfriend?
She cared about stuff that's important.
What's her name?
You know, my dad said never trust authority.
No argument here. But you see, sooner or later, your father is going to get caught. If not by us, then by other cops. Cops who might like to shoot first.
you got a picture right now. See what happened, Horton? Horton. That's the guy you should have brought in here.
Miss, I've been here 40 minutes. I just need to know where she is.
I told you before, sir. I have to check with admitting.
It's ridiculous.
Get a doctor! Stop! Some help in here, please! Now! She's turning blue. She can't breathe.
Get the ambu back.
No pulse. Call a code!
Come on, let's go. Move. I need a line in. You know, 100 milligrams.
Get the defibrillator.
You knew that wasn't right.
How come I just gotta see you, man?
Need 100 milligrams. You can't go in there, sir.
Hold guard.
Sir! No pulse.
Give her up the IV.
Nurse, check out this guy's knee. See what's going on.
No response. Get me adrenaline.
Excuse us, please, wait out. We're doing everything we can.
What's going on?
Excuse us, please.
It's my daughter.
Please, you can't come in here. This
Don't even try. What's going on?
The last blood gases.
Let's call it. 2317.
Oh, my God. What the hell happened?
Your daughter had cardiac arrest.
Well, resuscitate her, defibrillate.
Please. Your daughter is dead.
Where are you going? I don't get this. She only had a sore throat. This
Some
is
help,
insane. No, guys, she only had a sore throat. She didn't even have a fever. She only came in for a prescription.
Where was she murdered?
I told you, Urban Medical Center.
I'm sorry, Mr. Morton. I'm a little confused. Your daughter was killed at the hospital?
Yeah, in the emergency room, and I want to swear out a murder complaint against the resident in charge of it.
This resident was treating her?
No, killing her.
But she was at the hospital for treatment.
Yeah, a sore throat, muscle aches. She only went in to get a prescription for some antibiotics.
Well, sometimes people are a lot sicker than they look.
Listen to me. I was a medic in Vietnam. I know who's dying and who isn't. My daughter was not that sick. Somebody in that emergency room did something that killed her.
Suzanne Morton.
Yes, if you see Mr. Morton, please extend my condolences.
Dr. Raza, were you on rounds when they reached her?
Yes, that is right. I came right away.
Why? I didn't think she was that sick. We heard bronchitis, maybe pneumonia.
No. She was very sick. She should have been in the intensive care unit. Unfortunately, there were no beds. You know, in my country, we accept death, but here, you're expected to live forever.
Tell me some more.
And this guy in the emergency room. Must have been his daughter was sick. He was going nuts yelling, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? Sounded like he knew his way around.
Around the hospital?
Around sick people. Those doctors, something wasn't right. The way they looked.
Worried? Excited?
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed?
Dr. Oster will see you now.
Let's go see the chief of medicine. I'm sure he'll be godlike, too.
A diagnostician is like a detective. As a matter of fact, Conan Doyle modeled Sherlock Holmes on Dr. Joseph Bell. You solve every case you work on?
We can tell a felony from a traffic ticket.
Look, a patient walks in with a headache. Does she have a subarachnoid hemorrhage? A berry aneurysm? A retroorbital tumor? Or does she just have a headache? Do you give her an aspirin? Or do you saw open her skull?
You make the speech at funerals?
I saw that girl in the emergency room on rounds. She was in the hands of competent staff.
The girl is dead.
Yeah, well, people like to believe that medicine is pure science. Medicine is a science. But doctors know it's also a lottery.
See what I mean? The guy's the chief of medicine. And all he can come up with is, it's a lottery. Proceed, Sherlock. Hey, what do you do when you make a mistake? Use whiteout?
You cross it out and initial it. This ain't no letter to Dear Abby. These charts got to show everything. Or there could be serious legal repercussions.
Serious legal repercussions, that's what we have here. Somebody used whiteout on Suzanne Morton's chart.
Now, on top of the whiteout, it says acetaminophen, a common everyday painkiller. But
underneath the whiteout. It said meperidine. It's a narcotic.
Big difference.
Third-rate cover-up.
Well, whoever did it probably wasn't expecting an investigation.
Yeah. Whoever wrote meperidine also wrote acetaminophen. Look at the E's in acetaminophen. See? Metallic cursive penmanship and English style popular in the colonies. You see the shape and the angle of the loop? Now, it matches notations that were here, here, and here. All of them initialed ER.
Emergency room? Ekbal Raza. I was exhausted. When I just came off the cancer ward, I wrote meperidine without thinking, but I gave her acetaminophen. What about the whiteout? There's paperwork required when you write a narcotic, and I did not have time for that.
Dr. Raza, you just confessed to falsifying hospital records. That's a Class E felony.
When they look at me here, they see an Indian or a Paki. They don't even know the difference. We're all supposed to be bad doctors. When you ask anybody, I have to be twice as good as everybody else, just so they will think I am as good as everybody else. My children want to stay in this country. My wife wants to stay in this country. And to stay, all I have to do is to be perfect all the time.
Well, you fell a little short of perfection on Suzanne Morton's chart.
It was a simple mistake. Really? Well, if the toxicologist finds meperidine in Suzanne Morton's body, you'll be lucky if you're only deported.
Dr. Fleming, please report to admitting in the Comprehensive Cancer Care Center.
Yeah, all these have evening rounds at 6, 6:30, and the night that Suzanne Morton died, rounds were after 9.
If you hear hoofbeats, it's probably a horse, not a zebra. The old medical school say, if students tend to find exotic diseases and ordinary symptoms, they need to be reminded that most things are what they appear to be. You gentlemen are on a zebra hunt.
Well, either a zebra or a horse using whiteout.
Well, maybe Dr. Raza made a mistake in the chart.
Maybe he made a mistake in the emergency room.
You trust Dr. Raza, don't you?
Offered him a job. Wrote a letter to immigration this morning.
Strange time to be hiring the guy.
Good doctor is a good doctor.
What time were rounds that night?
Sometime after 6. They stand around gabbing, and we're trying to keep some poor jerk from bleeding to death.
So what happened that night? Why were rounds so late?
We waited for the chief of medicine.
Dr. Oster.
God on high, descending. Well, he descended late. He said he'd been delayed at some retirement party for one of the service chiefs. It seemed like Dr. Oster had a good time.
What do you mean?
It smelled like he had been drinking.
There will be a hospital blood drive beginning next Monday. We need volunteers.
I'm begging you, don't make me torpedo my career.
We need a second witness.
Look, Oster forgets more every week than I know. I came to New York because of him. Do you know what it means to be able to say I studied under Dr. Edward Oster? He could destroy the rest of my career.
What career?
He was drunk. The girl had muscle pains. The doctor ordered meperidine, and the resident said something about phenelzine. I don't think he even heard. He took the meperidine, he injected it himself.
But no one tried to stop him.
What are we gonna do? Wrestle Dr. Edward Oster to the floor? I didn't even know he was wrong.
You know now.
Maureen McCarty, please call extension.
Edward Oster. We have a warrant for your arrest.